As this graphic illustrates, a university degree used to be a standalone guarantee of career success. Today, it's only half the equation. Employers are actively hunting for the other half: specific skills, initiative, adaptability, and practical experience. Let's look at how this gap plays out for two hypothetical people. Student A and Student B attend the exact same university, sit in the same classes, and ultimately receive the exact same degree. This comparison shows their starkly different outcomes at graduation. Student A steps off the stage armed with an empty CV and zero professional connections. Student B steps into the job market with concrete skills, an active network, and career confidence. The first student fell into a common trap. They assumed career development is an event triggered only after receiving a diploma. This diagram of interlocking gears illustrates the actual process. Career development works as a continuous cycle of learning, gaining experience, and building relationships from the first day on campus. If preparation starts on day one, students need a way to build a professional track record before they hold their degree. This grid breaks down the most persistent limiting beliefs stopping students from taking action. These are the supposed common sense rules that paralyze people from starting early. Notice the specific lies about access on the right side. You do not need a Rolodex of elite industry connections, and you do not need to be wealthy to start securing early opportunities. Look at the bottom left. The idea that you have to be perfectly qualified before applying, or that internships are reserved strictly for your final year, is a form of self-sabotage. But the most damaging assumption of all is the belief that valid experience only counts if it involves a salaried corporate office job. This hub-and-spoke diagram redefines what counts. True work experience is simply any practical exposure where you learn, contribute, solve problems, and take on real-world responsibility. By shifting focus away from salaried roles reveals a layer of opportunities that are accessible immediately without waiting for a formal hiring cycle. This Venn diagram maps out exactly where those opportunities live, grouped into three actionable pillars: internships, volunteering, and projects. Let's focus on projects. Independent work allows you to practice tangible skills, build a public portfolio, and demonstrate initiative without having to wait for a company to give you permission. This graphic lists specific examples of what that looks like. You can launch self-directed coding software, curate design portfolios, or organize community social impact campaigns. Volunteering works the same way. Unpaid or community roles develop the teamwork, leadership, and responsibility that employers value in new hires. These small, self-directed experiences compound rapidly over a few semesters. Ultimately, a proactive project often provides more evidence of ability to a hiring manager than a high GPA alone. Let's track how those three pillars compound over a 4-year university timeline, bringing us back to the student who started early. This staircase graphic shows the step-by-step progression. Notice how humble the starting point is at the bottom. In year 1, they focus on taking small steps, learning new technical skills online. As they move up to year 2 and year 3, those initial skills naturally evolve. They join campus projects, volunteer, and build a professional network. By the time they reach graduation, they are fully equipped. They already possess practical skills, professional connections, and a battle-tested CV. This outcome results from the compounding effect of early, intentional preparation over several years. This comparative table lays out the reality of what is actually required. Look at the gray column. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need to be perfect, and you don't need money to begin. The requirements for this trajectory are listed in the orange column: starting early, staying curious, learning continuously, and taking consistent small steps. Now, Yasser Sanusi is going to show you exactly how to execute this.